Hello and welcome. Sorry, still really all new to this doing a live. Let me know if there's any sound problems, if you can't hear me. I am here. I am here. So, I hope everyone's had a good week. I am enjoying a nice cup of tea. Yep, I've had a bit of a crazy week, to be honest. I've had last weekend I was hit with a really bad head cold, to the point that I didn't think it was possible, but I couldn't even concentrate on the symbols to actually do any diamond painting. So I was just feeling very rubbish. So I have actually done very little on this. Not that I get a huge amount of time to do any diamond painting. Those who know me will know that I have a darling little girl who drives me crazy. So I've got a 4-year-old, and I also work full time, so I don't get a lot of time to do any diamond painting. But when I do, it's my relaxation and basically just escapism from everything else. So it's very important to me. So this is what I do. Oh, I see we have some people here. We have the lovely Arietta. We have Kate and Kay and Dee. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming and joining me. Just to pre-warn you, I'm not feeling the best. I thought I was over this head cold, but I'm still not feeling fantastic. So I don't know what that's about. But I'm hoping to power through. So if I have to disappear, I'll try and give you guys as much notice as possible. But I've got my cup of tea. As we all know, a cup of tea makes everything okay. So what have you guys all been up to? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I agree, Arietta. Tea is definitely a magic potion. I definitely feel I need some magic right now. Okay, with how I decided to actually do this, because there's 4 sections to a row, and then I sort of counted a section of this little half section that I'm going to be working on at the end. And yes, I've counted this as a whole section, even though it probably isn't a full section. So I have noted down that it's going to be 20 sections to completion. Yeah, I have managed to complete 4 sections. I have booked myself a lovely day off work later on in the month, and I plan on having a diamond painting whole day, or at least that's at least the theory. You know how it never works out that way. You book a day off and then something comes up. Oh yes, Dee. So far, I'm really impressed. This is this one I actually picked up from Fansales, and I've got to say I'm super impressed with it so far. Sometimes you can pick up some of the budget diamond paintings and go, nope, I definitely got what I paid for. And other times you just go, no, that is absolutely beautiful. I'm being all cat-handed trying to get these back in here. It's not the pot's fault, it's the operator of the pot. I'll find a scoop for this thing. I normally, when I've got drills that don't seem to want to come out of the tray, I tend to I tend to have like a little brush. I've got another one on order because I've just donated my my brush that I used for my diamond painting to my husband to clean the dust off his Lego. Because he's recently started the venture of breaking down some of his Lego kits and storing them away, so when he wants something to do, he can pull out a Lego kit and rebuild it. Or rebuild with some of the alternate designs. Like there's this little unicorn Lego kit that there's an alternate design, so you can build the Star Wars Millennium Falcon with it, which is just insane. All those bright colours, and so you make a rainbow spaceship. Oh, I'll definitely give that a try, Dee. Dee suggested wiping the tray with a tumble dryer sheet. Guessing to help with any static. What are you guys all working on? Are we doing diamond painting tonight? Are we just relaxing? Rogue diamond. Where's it? You can never find your tweezers when you're looking for them. Come here. I need a magnet over here. Excuse me a second while I just readjust. Okay. There we go. And another rogue diamond. There we go. Harriet says that I find mine just get grubby over time and stop lining up nicely. Dryer sheets work great. She's also saying that she's still in confetti hell. 14 sections to go. I guess that means you're working on your ease yourself into 25? playing the game of, is there any more of that colour before I put it away? Although, what I do want to do, I don't know how you guys are with your release paper covering your project, but I like to work in lines. Oh, there's a bit of a cow. Sorry. Just craziness, you know, usual. But yeah, I like to work in lines. So that was one line short, the top paper, and it was sort of like, nope, that's not happening at all. And my mum does her diamond painting. She doesn't do this, and it drives me completely crazy. But we all do it in our very own ways. And if everybody did it the same, it would be very, very boring. So I've been seeing lots and lots of everybody's progress of the event, and I'm very impressed. I mean, I've seen quite a few people who have finished a canvas already, and some crazy people are working on the next one as well. Not pointing any fingers, Kay. Okay, let's go for tea. I mean, this will probably speed up once I get into the bigger blocking that I am no doubt going to be seeing. Let's catch up on comments. Arias, it's never a good sign when you have to force yourself to work on a project. I'd rather be working on my piggy, but that's my reward for finishing a section of this one first. No, that makes sense. I mean, I love my Supernatural one and I really, really want to work on it. But I'm going to be forcing myself and say, while I've got a current project on the go, like this event and next month, I do plan on doing a section each month. But then once the events are over, I plan on at least doing a section a week. Like you say, sometimes, and the thing is, once I get up to the faces, it's not going to be a problem. It's just this depth of doom that I feel doing all that dark. And I know it will get easier, and it will get easier. But right now it doesn't help that because it's such an old canvas and I'm having to seal a section after I've done a section, that makes the thought of working on it a lot harder than I need it to be right now. But it will be my labour of love, and I know just by seeing how Sam's face has turned out on it, I know I'm going to be super impressed and very, very thankful. Um, Kay's making a cuppa. Arietta's placing an order. I usually work in lines, but this monster has some white letters and black letters. So doing the more harder to see squares first. That makes sense though, you know, so I tend to, if I've got something like that, I tend to do the ones that my eyes can deal with the hardest first, and then, because once I get more and more tired, my ability to diamond paint gets less and less. Arias has just put, we've been spoiled by good quality canvases. It makes it hard to go back, those we bought early on. And that is a statement that I absolutely 100% agree with. This has been very difficult because I've got used to poured glue. I've got used to really good clear charts, easy to follow symbols. I did find that something that Arietta actually taught me was rearranging my diamond painting case, because I had like a B, then a V, then a T, like literally all over the place. And it was so difficult to work out which one I was doing next. And even worse at that time, because I was using a normal label maker, I couldn't even do like all the weird and wonderful symbols. And believe me, there were some weird and wonderful symbols. So yeah, it's definitely kept me on my toes, this canvas. So but I do endeavour to finish her, and my Sam, Dean and Castiel will be amazing. But I did also find out in the week that my Pixels order has now been shipped. Last I looked a couple of days ago, it was showing in Toronto. So we shall definitely have to see. There will definitely be an unboxing. I think the hardest bit is not going to be opening it up and actually doing one, which I'm very eager to do. But with the fact I am not very far into this canvas, I would like to get a lot more done on this. And I know it's not a race or anything of the sort. I really want my other lamp over here. Okay, what I tend to do is I have two lamps. I have like an overhead one, which is this one here. And then I've got like and that's a standing one on the floor. And then I have, see, does this change the brightness too much? We'll see. That's not too bad. And then I have like one that stands on my desk. Now, while the overhead one I find is great for showing me what I am doing with the canvas, I find my desk one is really good at putting light on the actual drills in the tray, so I can see that I'm picking up the right amount that is required. In regards to my stash and double-sided ones, because Kate says that she's only got one double-sided one left in her stash. I honestly do not know how many I have. I don't have a lot of canvases, so that should make it a lot easier. I do believe, I don't think I've spoken too much about this canvas previously, but I do have a huge Dobby canvas, and he is double-sided tape, because I always found that if it had the white background sheets on, they tended to be double-sided, and the ones with the clear sheets tended to be like the poured glue. And that one definitely has the white. I want to call it release paper on there, and then I've got a couple of pictures that I really liked. It's either 2 or 3 unicorn designs. Got those from AliExpress, again, quite a few years ago, and I think they may be double-sided as well. They're 50 by 50, so they're not small either. See a 5 up there. See 6s, see 5s. No, I don't see 5s. 5 is what I'm looking for. Doo, doo, doo. I know I'm going to put this away and regret it. Although I am getting a bit concerned. That's all I've got left of the number 5. Looking at the overall picture, it looks like this is the only green in the picture, so I should be okay. But you know how we get when we're diamond painting and we start to see less and less drills. I did have an awful experience of that in the picture of me and my husband on our honeymoon when I did that, because it wasn't that they were missing or I was short, but they were all stuck together, and when I contacted them they didn't come back to me very quickly, and they were a little bit reluctant to send me how many that I needed, but I couldn't manually separate all of those pieces because it was like 2 and 3s all stuck together. That was one of my very, very early diamond paintings before I was keeping spares. That was my first non-diamond dots painting. I must bring down and show you guys my my mythical dragon That is a diamond dots one I did before I started finding other companies, because that was the company that I started with. And it is beautiful, it is big. But the problem with the diamond dots is that they don't actually do DMC colours. They number them AO1, AO2, AO3, etc., etc. And so you would have to look at them and try and physically match them. They're not even in a system for other diamond dots paintings, so really not helpful in that regard. I don't know why they did choose that method, because so many companies now just do DMC as their way of cataloguing the individual colours. I don't think you could do a conversion chart, Kate, because it's so, for example, in one kit AO1 was a green, and in another kit AO1 is an orange. So it wasn't like it was their own system. It was just how they'd numbered them up on the bags. Or at least that's what I remember from when I was doing it. Like I say, I haven't done a diamond dots in a very long time. It's kind of scary when you think about how long you've actually been diamond painting. I think I was started in about 2019. Because I'm sure that we picked up my first one while we were away for our 10th wedding anniversary. Literally before all the COVID madness and everything that came with that. Because a lot of people became very interested in diamond painting during the initial lockdown period, if I remember correctly. Kate says DMC codes came from stitching. That's where I remember all my DMC codes from, is from when I was sorting out embroidery thread for doing cross stitch. Loretta says it's a bit like one of the older shops. I think it's Treasure Studio Arts. Can't say I've heard of those. Their drills were smaller than regular drills, so weren't compatible with other paintings. Oh, how unusual. Hello Melinda and welcome. Okay, I think I've done my number 6. Let's do H. I'm sort of just working slowly up in the colours, and any that are higher of the same colour, doing those while I do them. Don't you find you do different ways of diamond painting depending on your moods? Like in some diamond paintings I will go with the biggest colour that I can see and just start with that one, and then slowly dwindle down to the 1s and 2s that you've got left of everything else. And like this one, I've found that I'm doing this all the way through. It's basically just working from the bottom up. I mean, there's lots of layers of colour in this one, so the same colours layering up. You've got the white, then a creamy one, and a light brown, then into the greens, and a dark. So it feels like a natural progression. If anyone asked me, I'd say that I handle like every single diamond painting the same way. I always work from the bottom right hand corner to start. Don't know why. But yeah, I've got to admit I am really pleased with the colours. Harriet has asked what's everyone's favourite diamond painting shop. Oh, you see, it's changed quite a bit. I mean, when I first started, it would have been Windsor Diamond Art. I loved those before they went under. Then I went into a few from Diamond Art Studio. I got one from a Diamond Art Club D-stash, and then I bought the one that I got from Diamond Art Club, which I will be doing for next month's event with the lovely Arietta, also known as the Crafty Witch. Next month I'm doing, it's called Big Unicorn Little Fairies. I cannot think what the artist's name is. I'd need to actually look it up. I need my stopper. And then I found the one with the diamond art, and I love theirs. I think I have 2, 3, 4. Bear in mind, I've only got about 18 diamond paintings in my stash completely. I have 6 or 7 ones of theirs, 2 of which that I have completed. I completed the Fox by Venera last year for Arietta's diamond painting event. I also did Winnie Has the Force, which is a Winnie the Pooh Star Wars crossover, which I thought was really, really cute and perfect for my Star Wars crazy husband, which I bought last October, and then I spent a year and a bit trying to complete in secret so he didn't know what I was doing. So that was fun. So I started off just doing it at my lunch break at work, or when I got in early at work, and which eventually I had to give that up because they increased my hours at work, and I couldn't get away with turning up early for work without a plausible explanation as to, yes, darling, I need to leave an hour earlier because I want to go and work on my secret diamond painting. Somehow that secret might have not have stayed a secret for very long. Dee said that she uses DAC and then Amazon ones for budget ones. Kate, Diamond Art Club, Craftably, Diamond Art Studio, Rokari. I don't know Rokari. Maybe you'll have to send me a link for that, Kate. Okay, I have 2 Diamond Art Studio and Magpie Diamond Art. When I did my, I did a custom for a friend of mine. I don't know how many of you remember my saga with the Dachshund. That I believe I did last Christmas, the run up to Christmas. Yes, because I needed to finish that off before I started the Diamond Art Studio Advent one that I believe Kate did as well. And that was a custom that I ordered from Prism Diamonds. I will have to admit, I haven't been on there in a little while. I haven't really heard much from them. So I hope they're still doing okay. I might go and have a check on them in a bit. Make sure they're still current and trading. Yeah, that was not last year, the year before. They had owners who said that they weren't going to put up the prices, and then a few months later they put up the prices. So I know it must be hard in this industry for that, of making that promise and then like actual costs of things actually going up and it needed to be changed. I think that's the last page. I ordered one from a company, I think they were called Carrot Art. They're over in Germany. And I got this, I think she's called the Charming Witch, and I just fell in love with her immediately. I opened her up and had a look, and she looked really good, and everything looked really, really well with it. So yeah, when I find an event that is suitable for her, I will definitely be trying to do that one. I've heard of Orloa. The name rings a bell, and I'm sure I've seen that branding on top of some people's canvases. But I don't know anything about them. I did have a look at Rhinestone Goddess Creations. I joined their Facebook group, but I just haven't been in a position to buy any of theirs yet. But the images look absolutely amazing. Right, everyone. I'm going to be sorry to cut this short, but as I said at the beginning, I'm not actually feeling 100%, and I've started to feel a lot worse. So I think I'm going to end the stream here and go and have a lie down and see if it makes me feel any better. So thank you everyone for coming and joining me. But yeah, not feeling good. So I think it's best if I end the stream here. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I love you guys lots and lots. So yeah, fingers crossed I'll be feeling a little better soon and hopefully can work a bit more on this. So, but thank you ever so much for joining, and yes, I will see you all next week. Take care, everyone.